Good morning. It is Sunday, August the 8th of 2021. Well, I hope you had a good week last week and are looking forward to another great week beginning today. Beware of practicing your righteousness before other people in order to be seen by them, for then you will have no reward from your Father who is in heaven. That's Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount. I know that we are a small congregation. There's no denying that. But even though we're small in number, there are still a lot of things that need to go on. And a lot of these things go on behind the scenes. And a lot of people put forth effort to make sure that the building is taken care of, that the bills are paid, that we have electricity and water and air conditioning in the building, that the building is clean. I don't know whether or not you've noticed the outside of the building, but there's been a great deal of work on the landscaping. Old shrubs have been pulled up and new plants have been planted, and there are going to be more plants and flowers planted fairly soon. Dealing with the city, there's just all kinds of things that go on behind the scenes that need to be done and that people have volunteered to do and are doing them well. And they do it not to be seen by men. But they do these things because they appreciate God, who loved them enough to send his Son to die for them. And they're grateful for Jesus, who was willing to leave heaven and come to earth and be made as a man, take on the form of a man, to suffer and give up his life there on the cross. And they're grateful for God's Spirit that indwells them and that guides them and comforts them along life's way. They don't do it for praise from us or from anybody else. They do it because they're grateful for what God has done for them. And that's the right reason. All of us should do what is right. All of us should help others and do things that need to be done, not to be seen by men, but because we appreciate what God has done for us. And I know from experience that sometimes it's difficult to labor behind the scenes and to be taken for granted. I know that's hard. But take heart, we may not notice it, but God does. And God is really the only one that matters. And one day God will say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant. Enter into the joys that I have prepared for you." And so that's why we should do what is right. God notices, God loves us, and God will reward us in the end. So for those of you who are laboring tirelessly behind the scenes, let me say thank you. I appreciate all that you do for this congregation. Well, I pray you'll have a great week.